Hey guys, what is going on? We are live. Let me get out of this screen right here. Oh, great, I'm stuck on it. Well, hey guys, what is going on? We are live. Um, Thanks for joining us. This is going to be our first ever live training on this group. It's going to be real awesome. And this training is specifically for Jeremy and Rio, but like it says in the description, I highly encourage everyone to still watch this because we're going to go over a lot of cool things, such as, first of all, why you must see business simultaneously. I don't know why I'm using this one. Let's look at this one. Yeah, so, anyways, welcome. This is also my first live as well, so bear with me. I don't know if anyone's in here yet, but no matter how long this takes, the cool thing about the internet and stuff, and especially these Facebook groups, is you can rewatch it as many times as you need to. But we're gonna go over some cool things here. Today, you could see in the description why you must see business with simultaneous thinking, not sequential. As you could tell, it's all really ghetto, but it's just for us. How to use Google Trends in your top 5 most knowledgeable niches, how to pick a niche, why your first million is going to be the hardest, why you must sell holes, not drills, how to pierce the bubble in ecom. There's basically 2 ways. Why you must stack and track every testimonial you get and activity that you do. This is going to be for your personal brand. How appearing on video gives you an unfair advantage. And then lastly, how to create a North Star vision. I had all of this on the live description, but I don't want to do this like repeating thing. It looks weird. So then after that, these are the notes that I basically have for Rio and Jeremy. So I hope you guys really get something out of that, and I hope someone else gets something out of that as well. And Kurt, you need to be watching this too. And then after that, I'll quickly go over a mindset lesson that I had prepared for you guys, something that is very crucial for everything we do moving forward, everything you do moving forward, basically. I'm going to talk real quick about ADA and how to whiteboard your funnel using our friendly paint tool over here. And then I'm going to make a funnel example for e-commerce. That's going to be basically for Jeremy. And then a funnel example for live courses. That's going to be for Rio. By the way, live courses is actually what I'm doing, and one product drop shipping as well. So then after that, I'll do a real quick practical lesson for you guys, how to actually, because these are all like mindset stuff, right? Would you agree? These are all mindset things. Right here in the practical lesson, I'll show you guys how to set up your Facebook business manager, which is very important, which is like basically how you're going to do everything. So, and then I'll talk about some things that I'll be doing later. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me check the chat. Anyone join? But I'm pretty sure we're still on here. Actually, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I saw you online, Jeremy. Oh, whatever. You're not online no more. You can watch this later. I'll tag you. But oh hey, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Cool. All right. Well, let's get started. So basically, again, welcome. If you're watching this, you're basically witnessing the beginning of a great movement that I am envisioning. Basically, a little bit about me. I know a lot of us just basically met, and some of you guys already know you, but I am 20 years old. My name is Vic Roque. I'm from San Bernardino, California, and I'm not gonna act like I'm a millionaire or anything, but I don't post my numbers either. I don't like to talk about that. I just want to help people. But I have an idea for a great movement, basically my dream agency. My dream agency is something that I'd like to call Max Pro. Basically, the idea is I just want to maximize people's professions, help you maximize your profession. And that's going to be the name. But that's my dream agency. And basically, the idea is where one day I have an office here in the middle of my city, and I just have surrounded by a group of high level people, and we're just running ads for other people. I have businesses of my own that I am marketing for. So basically, how I would say it is, I am my own clients, if that makes sense. And then we'll delegate everything and basically just have like a network in the middle of the city that's just super badass and just literally just dominate the city. So if you're watching this, you guys are witnessing the beginning of that happening. So thank you for being here. So let's start. First of all, let's talk about simultaneous thinking in business versus sequential thinking. So basically, this is my first live training too. So we're gonna do this just real calm, casual, and laid back. But the thing with simultaneous thinking versus business in business thinking versus sequential thinking is how we basically grow up, how we know everything, how we are taught everything is through sequential thinking. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and so forth, basically until you reach a result, you know. So that would be sequential thinking. So sequential thinking equals step 1, step 2, step 2, etc. equals result, right? That's basically how we are taught everything growing up and in life. Even when you become an adult, right? You go to a new job or something and they give you a manual and they're like, this is what you do, step 1, step 2. Even McDonald's has managed to get crazy teenagers and get them to listen. Why? Because they have sequential thinking, right? But that's really great and all. Sequential thinking is awesome. It lets the world operate without breaking. But the problem with it when you are a business owner is, let me see this, but as a business owner is in business when you are looking, let's see, let's draw it out. How do we erase this? Let's just make a new one. I don't have time for that. Okay, so in business, you are basically up here. Your whole business, I like to call it like you want it to be like a machine. And we'll get into that later. But for now, just for this idea, you are looking at all the different parts to your business. There's the marketing, you know, there's the branding, and then your team, and then whatever, all of these moving parts, right? All of these moving parts in your business. And as a business owner, this is really hard drawing with my mouse, but this is you. But as a business owner, you are looking from the top down. Would you agree? Right, you're looking from the top down. This requires simultaneous thinking. It requires you to understand that this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, all of these pieces are happening at the exact same time. At the exact same time. But if you operate your business like an employee with sequential thinking, you will basically never make it. Because if you're worried about step 1, step 2, step 3, and you literally doing that by yourself, bam, 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 just in this little part, you're going to get completely ran over because you're missing all of these. Does that make sense? Now, of course, we want steps to things. It makes it very, very easy. Even I like steps to things. But what you have to understand as a business owner is that you must have a way to look at all of these pieces at the exact same time. Exact same time. How do you look at all of these pieces at the exact same time and operate them as one whole, right? How do you operate it all as one whole? And that is done by simultaneous thinking. Now, what you must understand, this is where we could get very more specific into this, and later when I talk about systems, this will make a lot more sense. But basically, the idea behind it is you want to start thinking about, when I wake up in the morning, I'm a business owner. How can I get a top-down view of everything going on all at once? And that is where you want to make something like a Trello. So here, this is Trello. Actually, let me just Google Trello for you guys. So if you never heard of Trello, this is a project management system. Images is good enough. So this is a project management system. So if you look here, basically how it works is you have these boards. This is not loading very fast, but you have these boards, right? And you can look at things from a list. I'll just use this, and let me zoom out. You have all these different boards, right? And you could assign teams to them. You can make teams. You can, for different projects and different things like that. So imagine if this is your bird's eye view. Let's call it like your nest. You know what I mean? Like your nest, like your eagle's nest. There you go. Your eagle's nest. It's very ghetto, but I know you guys get it. Your eagle's nest. So let's call Trello your eagle's nest. And these are all your boards, everything that you got going on all at once. You want it all in one place, because if you're scattered across different programs like Google Documents, right? Some of your stuff is on Google Docs, some of your stuff is on paper, some of it is on like a folder, you know what I mean? And all that stuff, you literally have no chance of doing basically running a successful operating machine that is just a killer live machine. So one place you could do that is on Trello. I like Trello because it's completely free. And so that means any of your team members can just hop on and make an account. No one has to pay for anything, and it's extremely powerful. So let me take you guys into my Trello, actually. So later, I'll give you guys a template later on. I have a template already, actually. Let me show you just a template. So I'm gonna refine this template for you guys a little bit more, but I will just upload it so you guys can just get it now. I really don't mind. Like, I want to just help you guys out. Show you guys this template later, and some of the newer like secrets that I have are kind of like, they don't use everything here anymore, but a lot of this stuff will still be super valuable to you guys. So basically, if you want to have a bird's eye view on things, the idea of having it all in one place changes the whole game. Because you have your inbox, right? This is an inbox that I like to keep, where basically you could store any note. Do this, do that, right? Watch out for this. Let's say there's a note. Whatever you need to do, you could have it all in one place. And this thing can go as long as you want. And all you would need to do is just drag it over to wherever it belongs, and you can organize it later. Now see, these are all cards. See, you could look inside and you could put things like checklists inside of them. Oh, here's a to-do list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever you need to do, check it all off. You could even add members to this thing. I'm going really fast through it because I'm sure you guys are smart people and you can figure it out. And I could always help you out if you need my help. But you guys get the idea. This allows you to have a bird's nest, an eagle's nest, where you can look at everything. So right here, you can have like a bulletin board, everything you want your team to see, because a part of simultaneous thinking also is it's not just going to be you. There's going to be other people, right, in charge of all the moving parts, right, eventually. But for as long as you can, you want it to be just you, so you save money and you got to learn the skills and everything so you can delegate properly. But you have to be prepared to have that simultaneous thinking. So we can talk about Trello a lot more later, but you guys get the idea. This would be my bulletin board. Here's my company goals, main objectives or whatever, task bucket, just like any random thing I could think of, stuff like that, your goals, your team members, and then like what are you going to do for your content, all of that stuff all in one place. So we could talk about that later, but I just wanted to get through the point of simultaneous thinking, right? So for let's talk about SIM equals eagle's nest view. So if you weren't already thinking that way, I would highly encourage you to start shifting your mindset to think of everything happening all at once, and how you can have a way to basically touch and tweak all of those different parts from one place, from one cool nest. You know what I mean? Instead of being in the trenches of each. So there's that. We got sequential thinking out of the way. So that's the first part. How long are we into this? I have no idea, guys. Whatever, let's just do it. You guys can always just rewatch it again. Everyone can look at it real faster whenever each little part happens. So this training is actually I made it in mind for Jeremy and for Rio, because as you guys know, we have been talking about what we've been talking about, private conversations, and I'm going to structure this in a way where, of course, I'm not going to give away anything specific about you that no one should know, but this is for you, and so I could just make a nice quick version instead of us texting back and forth for like hours about this stuff, you know? You guys can just rewatch it. But again, if you are not Jeremy and you're not Rio, I'd love for you to still watch this and try to get some value out of it if you can, and leave some comments if it helps you out. So Jeremy, let's basically just have a virtual conversation. You can't reply to me because you're not on live, but let's talk about it. Have you picked a niche, Jeremy? Because you said that you haven't picked a niche, and that's perfectly fine. A lot of people just want to get into it, but that's kind of the thing with like internet marketing, dropshipping is it all looks so easy from the beginning. So, and there's such a low barrier of entry. Like before, it takes thousands of dollars to start a business. Now it takes $30 on Shopify, or even free if you know how, right? So a lot more people are jumping into it, and so people are teaching that it's like so damn easy. But no, it all takes work. And I'm sure you knew that. You say you're very ready to put in hard work, so that's good. That was something that really made me want to help you more, because you said, hey, I realize it's not going to take a day. So that's good. But have you picked a niche? So if you haven't picked a niche yet, my number one recommendation for you is actually, I'm going to teach you right now how to use Google Trends, and we're going to talk about your top 5 most knowledgeable niches. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So actually, let me make a blank Google Doc. I'm actually going to, I'm going to delete this later. But basically, let's copy this. Okay, so your top 5 most knowledgeable niches. What I want you to do, Jeremy, and if you're following along, what I want you guys to do, if you need a niche, okay, do this. Number 1, what I want you to do is list the top 5 industries, niches, or like interests, like genres, you get it, right? That you know the most, okay? That you know the most. So example for me, that would be something like video games, because I mean, come on. I honestly, like, I try to think about stuff that is not business related, but I literally, like, I just love business a lot. So for me, that would be like internet marketing, right? Internet marketing, and then let's say hip hop, because that's how I grew up. And then let's say Filipino stuff, because I'm Filipino. And then let's say, I don't know, let's pick books just for fun, just for an example, right? Because I like books. So what I want you to do is list your top 5 niches and industries, genres, you name it, types of things. And what we're going to do is you have these. And what I want you to do before we go to Google Trends, okay, what I want you to do is find, let me see, let's actually separate these. What I want you to do is find at least 2 more words, like, oops, let me just do this, okay? What I want you to do is find at least 2 more words to describe what you, 2 more ways to describe what you do, right? So let's say video games. I would describe it one more way as, let's say, I don't know, there you go. That's really easy. The Xbox video games. This is an example, right? Because when you're talking about niches and stuff, you're going to be talking about what the general public likes. So this isn't too far off. So let's say Xbox video games, and let's say phone video games. Pretend I was getting in these niches. You'll get the point in a second. And then I would want you to do the same thing for internet marketing, right? So that would be like e-com internet marketing, or let's say consulting internet marketing, right? But these has to be things that you actually like. These are things that I actually like. So it'd be hip hop, it'd be old hip hop, and I'd be like new hip hop, right? I'm shortening it now, but later you're gonna want to write the whole thing. So you get the point, right? And so we got A and then B. So you get the point. So what I want you to do is to do this for all of them. You know what? I'm actually gonna do it just for example's sake. So let's say American Filipino, and then let's talk about traditional, right? Filipino. And let's talk about, this is just really fast, self-help books, and then fiction books. So the reason I actually am doing it right in front of you is to show you how easy and how fast it is, and how easily you could implement this yourself without thinking too much and just using literally scratch paper, right? So now that we have our terms, basically 3 ways to describe the same thing: a very broad way, which is the top level, and then 2 slightly more specific ways. Does that make sense? Cool. I hope it makes sense. And then what we're gonna do, okay, is I want you to go to google.com/trends. Trends. Okay. What this does, if you copy it, just paste it right in there. If you go to google.com/trends, it'll take you to the Google Trends tool. So you may or may not have even known about this before, but let me show you how to use it to pick your niche. This is also great for like product research and stuff, but let me show you why this is a good way to pick your niche, in my opinion. Because what's happening here is you could basically just do product research and look for what's profitable. You know what? You can definitely do that. If you want to just basically, of course, we're in business to make money. But the thing is, if you're just picking a niche to make money and you don't actually have any deeper than skin level like passion for it, then it's going to be very hard for you to like, keep that going, unless that's just you, like I know a lot of people that sell things they do not care about at all. And hey, if that's you, then go for it. You know what I mean? But I say as a beginner, it's much more easier to maybe, look at things that we already know. But then again, there is the approach. I want to make this very clear. There is the approach of selling things you don't know at all and just going where the money is in that sense. But again, for this like kind of a beginner's way, just to kind of ease into it a little bit while still getting results, let's research things we already know, okay? And we like. So what we would do in Google Trend, what I want you guys to do, we're going to basically do this 3 times, okay? So that way we get an average, right? We want to get an average. And this is like, if you're really OCD like me, then you can do it this way. But if you're very if you just want to look and get a good idea, you don't have to like write these down, you don't have to, but you could just take a look. So what I want you to do the first time, 1, 2, 3. So the first time is what you're going to do the main. The second time you're going to do the A, and then you're going to do the B version, right? B version, and then the A version, right? So of course you get it. That means you're going to search these the first time, right? And then the A's the second time, and then you can do the B's the third time, okay? Just so we get a nice varied, like a varied results here. So let's start. So video games, right? So let's copy this. So what you're gonna do is go on Google Trends and actually just type in or paste what you want. So let's say video games. So what this is gonna do is, as you know, Google is a search engine, right? People search for things, and it shows you how much people have searched for this phrase on average on a point scale of 0 to 100. On a point scale of how much people have search this term. So, and you could make it on different categories on like little search queries and stuff. And you can use this to your example, excuse me. And you could use this to your advantage right here. But what I want you to do actually is if you're going to stick only in the United States, go for it. But I'd say just for a really good idea, I'd say go worldwide right here. Okay. And past 12 months is fine. Actually, let's make a custom range. What I want you to do is make it 3 years, okay? 3 years. So let me see. Today would be, so let's go 1 year forward, right? We can only do the current year, of course. So let's go 3 years back. So 2015, okay? See, so what this is doing is showing us the results from 2015 all the way up to now. So the reason of kind of over time, you know, because as things are changing. So because if you see an industry like straight dying down, then you don't want to do that. But if we were, let's say, only 1 year zoomed in, then let's say it'd be going down, like you don't really know, but you can't tell because it's just going to go right back up. But if we go over here, we'll see the full range and be like, oh, okay, yeah, it really is dying rather than just being unsure. So we got a 3 year range here. And the first thing we got is video games. So what we're going to do is put in internet marketing next, right? Internet marketing next. And then I'll just type it. Hip. Oh, look at that. Hip hop. I want you guys to notice that. I'm not really going to put stuff, but I'll just put Filipino. And then let's do books. The last one. Again, this is just to give you an idea on how to give you an idea on what you're gonna be picking a niche in, you know, because like, look, let's look at this. So let's say I was gonna do internet marketing from an e-commerce standpoint. I know from an e-commerce standpoint, for example, that would be I could sell like, you know, like laptops and like sell like courses and different things like that, whatever you want. And I just basically wanted to get into this niche, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, whoa, that's not that many people searching for that compared to things like books. See, books is a very, very like general term, right? It's a very general term. So of course it's going to have way more searches, right? But these terms I use was just to get an up level view, right? So we can get a view of this and see how many people are searching for these things. Okay, so these are more trendy things. So if you look at these numbers, I want you to pay attention. Not that many people are searching internet marketing. Why? Because the general public are not business people. They don't have business mindsets. They don't really do internet marketing. So that makes sense. What's next? Video games. A lot of people, the general public, not as many people are into video games. Yes, there's a very, very large, I'm gonna just say like nerd culture, but like in terms of the whole general public, not as many people into video games, as well as not as much of the worldwide people into like Filipinos, right? And then that's only a small part. But if you look at something like hip hop, I would say it's also like a genre like video games. But the thing about hip hop is starting to have a actual, how do I say this, a mainstream broad influence. Like you're seeing hip hop celebrities now like hanging out with like presidents and like all kinds of events, and they're always on the news, so it's actually covered way more than something like video games, even though they both have very strong, passionate audiences. And then lastly, you have books. I believe the only reason books did so well is because it's such a general term, and which is exactly why we were going to do this multiple times. So I'm not going to do it like every level in, because that's going to waste time on this training. But I basically just wanted to give you an idea of a tool that you can use to compare different ideas you have and see how well they do. See, look at it. See how low self-help books fell. You know why? It's actually scoring less than internet marketing, even though books was just at the very top, right? Now it's at the very bottom because we got more specific self-help books. Even within internet marketing, people don't even care about their mindset. So self-help books are like very low search, right? So if you're looking at different niches, I want you to get semi-specific, look at different, this is if you're having really hard trouble picking a niche, right? I want you to look at these and see which ones are doing better, because like you like all of them, right? Let's say you like all of them, you're going to be fine no matter what. But if you don't like all of them, I mean, my bad. If you like all of them, then you're fine no matter what. But if using a tool like this gives you an idea of which one you should pick, probably based on your interest from a business standpoint. So this is a tool you can use, okay? So let's move on. I'll save this right now. I'll save this just because Google Trends example. So that's gonna save. All right, cool. So that is how you use Google Trends. You can also use this more specifically. Just one more time. Let's go back one more time. That's from like how to use Google Trends as like picking your niche, right? But if you want to use Google Trends as like product research, look at this. If you look at dog key chains, right? Let's say you're actually like looking for products now. You're actually picking products now. Look at this. Look at how more varied they are, because these are very specific terms, right? And then let's put cat keychains, turtle keychains. I'm actually using this example because me and my girlfriend were just talking about this. And let's say like, I don't know, just mouse keychains. I don't know, just making something up. So if you're doing product research and you were like, I love mouses, right? Like I love mouses. I have a lot of passion for mouses. I think that's very like and I want to sell some mouse keychains. Like you, like let's say if you didn't have this tool, you would be like, oh, I like these, you know, I like these all, but I think I'm gonna sell mouse keychains. But then if you look and you realize like nobody cares about mouse keychains, like right now, I'm sure there's a very passionate group that you could find. But in terms of if you want to get searched up, if you want to get found, then I don't know if that's it's gonna be a thing for you. This is a way that you can compare what people are searching today. But keep in mind, this is very warning, basically. Warning. Very general. Don't make specific decisions here with this. This is just a tool. This is just a tool to get ideas and views. Okay, like perspective. Okay, don't make very specific decisions with this, because there's a million ways you could search this. Let's say if I put mouse like necklace or some mouse shirt or something, let's say it has way more than like one of these other ones, right? So this is just a way to compare things that you are thinking of. So there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and where's the strikeout? Oh wow, that sucks. Oh well. So there's that. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Cool. So let's talk about really fast. That took a little bit of time, so I'm gonna try to zoom through the rest of these really a lot faster. But next, I would just want to talk about why the first million is always the hardest. It's just a really small story, and basically the idea is they say that the first million that you make. I'm not a millionaire. I've never made a million, so I'm not gonna act like it. But I just want you to know that they say the first million is the hardest. What that really means is once you make your first million, they say it's easier to make your second, then your third, then your fourth, because the hardest part about it wasn't making the money itself. The hardest part about it was figuring out how to basically get there, right? And then I'm just getting a call right now. So the first million is the hardest because you have to figure out how to get there. But once you get there, you could easily just replicate that and then do it again and do it again and do it again, right? Because you can now replicate, right? You can replicate what you did. So the reason that I am encouraging you to, Jeremy, that the reason that I had you look at that script and basically try to reword it and try to like use it as practice is because I'm encouraging you to how to learn how to make one really really good sales page, and then you can make more. Even if the rest of them are slightly like more basic, then that's fine. But at least you know how to do it on like a full scale version. Does that make sense? So I want you to learn how to make one great sales page first, and then you can make more the similar way how the first million is the hardest, and then you can just make the rest. Cool. So there's that. Let's zoom through these. Let's get through it. Next, I wanted to remind you, you said you have a real estate background. I wanted to remind you that in real estate, I'm sure you learned that when people are selling houses, selling real estate to a homeowner, what they're really doing is they're not selling a house. They're not selling walls. They're not selling, a floor and a ceiling. And they're not selling windows and doors. You know what I mean? They're not selling those things. That all comes with it. But what he's really selling is a home. It's not walls and windows and floors and sinks. It's where someone is gonna spend the rest of their life with their family. This is where they're gonna raise their kids with kids at. This is where all their friends are gonna come over. This is where his projects are gonna be made. This is where he's gonna build. This is his third house, and this is his summer home. You know what I mean? It's a home with outcomes, not a house with features. That's what you're really selling, right? Talking about you're selling to a business owner, like, oh, it has this, the kitchen is worth like 3,000. This bathroom is worth like this much. And even if you were selling to a business owner, you're still not selling a house. You're still selling a home, because to him, he doesn't care about the features. He cares about what that money will do for him, right? So you're selling outcomes, not features. Okay, so this is what a lot of people in e-commerce do. Like what they will do is just basically look post something and just have the features on there, not what any of what it does at all. Like, let's say I had a dog keychain, right? Let's say I had a dog keychain. They would just write, oh, the dog keychain is 11 millimeters long. It's a red color and it's made out of this material. And that's all they put in the product description. What you need to write in your product descriptions is the outcomes of having the dog keychain, such as, oh, this dog keychain will be a memorable thing that you keep, that your dog has on him for years and years to come, and you'll remember that this is the keychain that will keep him safe from getting caught in the dog pound. This is the keychain that this bright red keychain is so noticeable that all of your family will instantly know which dog he is and how to tell him apart, because there's a bunch of other, right, dogs that look the same just like him, right? So the outcomes of what really happens as a result of getting it. So let me see. Let me just. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Please excuse me. No, on the cabinet top. I don't see a manila folder. All right, yo. So I am back. So I just had to pick up a phone call really fast. So there it is. So basically, you get the idea. Make sure when you're selling your products, you're selling outcomes. You know, not features, because what really matters is what happens as a result of the whatever you're selling, not actually like the features of the thing, right? I'll give you a last quick example, like a laptop. Like there's hella features in the laptop. You know, it's this fast, graphics card, this much RAM, all of these things. But like most people don't really care about that. What they care about is this is the laptop that they're going to use to do work with, and this is the laptop that they're going to do business deals with. This is the laptop that they're going to make art paintings on. This is the laptop that they're going to talk to their grandma from. You know what I mean? And as long as they know, oh, it's fast enough to do all those things, then that's probably all they care about. They don't care about all the graphics card and all those things. Yes, you should still list those, but your focus, your main selling point should not be on that. Does that make sense? Cool. So another part of that is I would like to remind you, just this is very hard. This is a very broad and general tip, and it's gonna be hard. And this we should like talk more about it. But I'd like to remind you to don't be like other dropshippers and don't post things that you can just find anywhere. Let's just use very simple logic. Why would anyone buy like a USB charger from you? And the whole point of drop shipping is like, so you upsell it, right? You charge more for it than normal so you can make a profit. So why would they buy a USB charger from you for like 7, 8, 10, 9, $12 or $5 when they could literally go walk down to the and plus they have to wait what, like 12 days, 21 days to get a USB charger from you, when they could just go down to 7-Eleven and get a USB charger for like maybe $5, same thing, but they don't have to wait 20 days. Or maybe they'll find it for like $1, you know, at like a liquor store or something, and get it right then and there, you know. So unless you're selling, like literally unless you are working with a company and you guys are coming out with like a really branded badass type of special USB chargers that people have an actual reason why they would use this, versus they can just go down and go get it for much cheaper and instantly, then there's no point in selling something like that. What you want to do is sell things that you wouldn't find at Walmart, you wouldn't find at these stores. And let's, man, I'd love to scroll through my Facebook right now and hopefully run into some ads to show you guys, but this Facebook is brand new. But let's just go to let me see. Let's go to where is it? Selling. Where's the selling thing? Items on Facebook. Community. Okay, so this is just a random group that I just found randomly, right? See, these people are all like selling basically all these kinds of like generic things, right? All of these things you can find basically anywhere. But see, something like this is a whole food truck. Like, where are you going to find a food truck? I realize this is really high ticket, right? But if you were working around this much high ticket and you were going to sell this on eBay, a food truck would sell really cool because no one has a food truck. Like, that's not something that you'll just find. So if you saw this on eBay and you had the money, this would be a lot more interesting than like, you know, than a fucking regular thing that you could find anywhere. Where are you going to find food trucks, right? Let me see. I'm looking for a cool, unique product, but here, let's do this. Oh, I got an idea for you. There, guys. I was looking for an example. I know exactly what to show you guys. There you go. Look at this. Here you go. This is what I'm talking about. This is a unique product, right? I actually got this knife card back when I was little, when I was like 15, 16, and like not knowing anything about drop shipping. So it's really funny how, like, time wraps back around like that. But if you look at this knife card, it's basically a switchblade knife that you can fold into a card like the size of a business card. You can put it in your wallet or something. So this is like a really unique product that people made millions and millions selling these. I don't really recommend you sell them now. It's really saturated, but the point is, it's a unique product that you're not going to find this at Walmart. You're not going to find this at any store near you. This is the type of thing that you would sell online. Okay, don't sell USB chargers, don't sell iPhone cases, and if you are going to sell iPhone case, sell like a really unique one that you wouldn't find, like, I don't know. See, that's hard because how many people selling iPhone cases? And even if you have a unique iPhone case, how many people are you going to be competing against for that traffic, right? So, but if you have something like this, if you could find something like this, and trust me, if you're using AliExpress, I know it might seem saturated, but there are tons and tons and tons of things on here that you can find that no one is really selling, and you can't find at a local store. And that's the whole point of dropshipping, right? Is catching these items before they go too viral and you miss out on the trend. So that's a quick tip right there. Make sure you're not selling things you could find anywhere. Next, so basically, to wrap up, is you really only have two choices to pierce the competition in e-commerce. One thing you could really do is you have to be really good. One thing you could do is be really good at viral marketing, which is learnable, or you could be really good at solving a problem, which is also learnable. An example of viral marketing is actually those key card chain. Oh, my bad. What was it? What was it? A knife card. The knife card. Let's look up knife card ad. Okay. Let's see. Okay, these are not it. Okay, whatever. These knife cards, right? Let me see. Let's look at it. I hope this is a viral video. Okay, perfect. This is exactly what I needed. Let's get that. Right. So this is a video. See, these knife cards have gone completely viral. I'm sure this is not the only video that has millions and see, look, oh, that's a different knife. My bad. But I'm sure this is not the only video had millions and millions of views just about this knife card. But also, what you don't hear is the graveyard of dreams, right? Is all of the thousands and thousands of people that have tried to sell this exact same thing, the exact same thing. Like, the product, they didn't get that many sales. Why? What's the difference? It's because they are not good at viral marketing. There's a certain way. I could not possibly cover it in this video, but basically the idea is you look up like really like popular terms right now. So if I were to put in entrepreneurship, right? I think I spelled that wrong. Right. And this is a very like very broad general thing, right? But let me see. Actually, let's go to a more specific thing. Social media marketing. Okay, so this is slightly more specific. That was too broad. But if you look at this is a very, just to get the concept of viral marketing, is you would look at things that are performing very well. Like this has 163,000 views. There's 355,000 views, 54,000 views. See, these are viral like for a reason. So what you could do is actually look at these videos, emulate the type of content that is inside of them, right? And then actually make titles that would be very similar to these because it works. Um, like, but you would just do it in your version, right? See, look at what they do. 4 essential tips for beginners. So if you were gonna put how to sell dog keychains, 4 essential tips for beginners, like, or my bad. Let's see, like how to let's use the knife card for example, right? How a knife card can save your life. 4 essential tips for beginner knife users. You know what I mean? Like you want to copy and emulate what's already working for people. I know I'm on YouTube right now, but if you go on Facebook and you just scroll through your feed, again, I have a brand new feed, so I don't have anything on it. But if you scroll through your feed and you'll find products, you'll find products that are doing really well. And actually, let me show you a really ninja tip. If we go to someone like who's someone that's doing really good in e-commerce right now. This is I'll give you guys one of my favorite YouTubers. This so Mike was still does he? Oh, there you go. Here's his page, right? One thing you guys can do to actually ninja hack things is if you look at some of your favorite pages, entrepreneurs, stores, anything like that, you could look at them. And if you click right here, you could actually go to info and ads and see the exact ads that they are running right now. You can't see how many likes and engagements they have because I think it'd just be way too easy. But at least you can get an idea of what the people that are succeeding are doing and basically emulate what they're doing, right? The types of posts they're having, how long it is, where they put the links. I'll see he put his link twice, right? That is not by accident. These are the types of things you want to emulate. But of course, this guy is a personal brand. But if you want to do like, I'm blanking out right now. But if you want to do something like knife cards, let's look at these knife people. If they're running ads, right? I'll see they're not running ads. They're actually a good client for me, so I could go up to them and tell them, hey, you should run ads. You should hire me, actually. Let's look for someone that is running ads. He's not running ads either. But basically, you get the idea. You get the point. You could actually look at pages and oops. You could actually look at pages and see exactly what they're doing, how they're running ads and stuff like that. And even better is if you go down through your regular news feed and you see a sponsored post or something, and you see something being sponsored, like, hey, you get an ad on your feed, and you can look at the amount of engagement that it has. Let's say it has like a lot of engagement, right? This has like hundreds of thousands of engagement. You know, like that thing is working, and you should probably take a screenshot of that, keep in a little example folder if it's along the lines of something you want to do. So that would be viral marketing, taking what works and basically replicating it, and you have to do it very, very fast so that before it dies down. The other way would be to be really good at solving a problem. So one way that you could really solve a problem in e-commerce is let me actually show you a golden nugget that I found. This is an example of a one product drop shipping store, and they sell a very cheap product. Look at this thing. It's just a thing that like makes you like not snore, right? It stops you from snoring. But look at this. It's just this little plastic thing. I can bet you anything, I would bet you my house that they get this for like under $3, probably $2, $1, maybe even 50 cents. Under $5 they get this thing, right? But they're able, because they're solving a problem, stop snoring. They're able to solve a problem. Like, that's really annoying, right? It has to be a really annoying problem too. It's not like, right, a really annoying problem that people can visualize it, like, oh, my partner keeps snoring and I can't sleep at all. So this would be really, really awesome for someone like that, right? Because it solves a very specific problem. And this is actually a website I want you to go and study and look at. But they're probably getting this thing for like $2-3, right? Watch how much they're selling it for. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? They're really selling this thing for $97. And why? Why can they sell this cheap piece of plastic that they probably get for $4 and sell it for this much? Why? Why can they do this? And let me show you something too. If you go on eBay right now, right? Stop snoring, right? The same thing, same ideas, same types of solutions are being sold for like $5, $4, $6, right? How can these guys sell it? How can these guys sell it? And trust me, this isn't the only one like this. How can they sell it for so much? Why? Is because even though they also solve a problem, these solve a problem, right? This also solves a problem. The difference is obviously how much branding and belief, how much branding they have around it, all of the information, all of the they know how to make a landing page that's completely branded for just this one thing. And they're really good at showing how to solve a problem. Like this solves the problem too, but they're really good at showing how to solve the problem before, after. Look at this thing. This is beautiful. Everything that relates to just this one thing, right? So you have to be really good at solving a problem. You can't just solve a problem. You have to be really good at solving a problem, showing why your thing is the right thing. So that's a good example. Oh man, everyone's calling me right now. Okay, so that is also learnable. Now, next. So what I believe is the best way to do that is learn one product drop shipping that will solve a problem, because you could actually just look at this page right here and copy this whole thing, and I bet you will make money. But the only thing will be that you have to find your own product that solves a problem, okay? But just copy this whole format, and you can do that. And that's the good format for that. So learn one product drop shipping because it's easier. Because if you're selling a bunch of different products and different things, then you're distracting people. You want to be able to control the conversation. Even if you're, let's say, if you were going to sell a lot of different things at once, at least have funnels that control the conversation like this, and people don't get distracted and look at your other products until you're done emphasizing this product, right? So you want to control the conversation. Basically, control the conversation so people don't just get distracted and bounce and leave and stuff like that. So, Jeremy, if you can, what I want you to do is private message me your budget, and we'll talk about the next step, like the budget that you have set aside for e-commerce, how much you're working with, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what we can do next. Okay. So that would be it for Jeremy, and I hope you got some value out of that. And we can talk more. And again, we could have just messaged back and forth about this, but it would have taken a lot longer. I know this was almost an hour here, but trust me, we would have taken like hours, multiple hours to cover the same thing that we were able to cover in 1 hour, because we have technology like Facebook Live. So that's awesome. So next, let's talk about Rio. So I have a couple less notes for you, but trust me, they're equally as important. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way, and so we can go ahead and finish up the rest of the things. So Rio, what I want you, what I'm asking you is, I want you to go ahead and look at the best results that you've gotten for your clients. Okay. Ask your clients, talk to your clients, and I want you to talk to them and ask them for testimonials. Okay. Ask them for testimonials. If the ones that have, that you've impacted the most, if you've done a really good job, these people should have no problem giving you a testimonial. If you can, I want you to try to get video testimonials. Okay, video testimonials are infinitely better for you than just regular text testimonials. And if you at least get a picture with something involving your product, okay, like let's say maybe a picture with you at least, so it's not like, oh, you just got any random picture, like something, a really good picture that connects you, because the reason you want a video testimony is because it's very easy for anyone to just write and type up anything and put any random guy's face on there. So it just comes through a lot more convincing. And the other reason for using video is humans are really good at detecting like body language, right? So whoever's watching the testimonial can really feel that you really help them and that it's really you are really impactful for them, making them that much more likely to buy from you because they can feel that, oh, you really helped this person. Next, I want to, that script that we made, and I'm sure you have many more scripts, but what I want you to try to start doing is make videos of yourself talking about that script, because you have to understand, look, Rio, um, about it, okay? How many people in your industry are doing video? Hmm? Probably very few. How many people do you see in these groups doing video? Probably few. Probably not that much, right? But everyone is just pitching, pitching, pitching with very low quality, right? Very low quality. What you want to do is have a video so that you stand out amongst all of these people. And in these videos, make sure that you give value first. You must give value first. Don't just pitch, pitch, pitch. This is what I do and everything. Give value first. That's why in that script, I wrote, in this free training, right? So you give value first, and then you go into what you want to do, what you want to show them, what you want to give them, right? So next, you want to understand that your script, basically, you want to have one big like master script, because your master script is going to work basically like your North Star. And what that means is you're going to have this one master script that is the absolute best presentation that you've got of your service. And now that you've got this awesome like version of this of your presentation, you basically can now repurpose and reformat this exact same thing for every micro post that you do. So instead of trying to talk about 5 different aspects of saving money, maybe you can get really good about one main aspect, one main key, unique selling proposition that makes you the person to go to, and really hone down and focus on that. And then use that to repurpose your content for everything else that you do. And I'll be back in 1 second. Yo, okay, so I am back, and we're almost done here. So I'm gonna make sure this stays under 2 hours. Don't worry about it. And I'm gonna have timestamps for everyone, so everyone can just skip straight to the part that they would like to go to. So yeah, so Rio, that's about it right there. Basically, I want you to think of your script as like a North Star, to everything that you do, and so that you can repurpose all of your content for the future. Okay. Also, the posts that you make, I've noticed that they're great. They're really awesome, and they're great script. But one thing about them is you have to think about the context. You have to think about the context that people are using the platform for. For example, I want you to think about it. I want you to think about it, Rio. Like, stick with me here. I'm gonna find you. Let me find you real fast. Oh, here you are. 3 reasons why you need to save money. This is an awesome post. I noticed this. This is a really awesome post. If this would be an awesome post if I was looking to save money. Okay. I want you to say this with me again. Like, think about it very slowly. Why would this be interesting to me? This would be interesting to me if I'm looking to save money. As you know, in your industry, most people are not actively looking to save money. They're not looking to save money. That's why they're not doing it, right? If they were looking to save money, they would already be doing it. Like, this is an amazing pitch, but I don't think it's getting the attention it deserves. I don't think it's getting the attention that it deserves because people are not on Facebook to save money. Does that make sense? The platform that you're using, this platform, as people are like scrolling down their feed, their purpose for being on the platform is not to save money. Their purpose for being on Facebook is to catch up with their friends, catch up with people. I know you may be in a lot of business groups and stuff like that, so that's where you post them, right? But even there, think about it. Why are people in this group? People are in this group to promote their services, to promote their own services. They're not in a mental position to where they are thinking about someone servicing them. Like, they're not here to get serviced. They're here to get sales. Does that make sense? They're not here for service. They're here to get sales. So this, even within this group, even though it makes completely sense, like, these people are business owners, they should want my service. They should definitely want my service. They should want my service. Why don't they want my service? They're even business people. They should care about saving money, right? Why? It's because their mental mindset of why they're on here is not to get service. It's to get sales. And even more so in the like general news feed, right? With all of your regular non-business friends, right? They're not on Facebook to save money. So that poses a problem, right? So it's like, what the hell do you do then? What the hell do you do? Especially if Facebook is like the place to be, right? Facebook is the place to be. How do you do it? Well, if you haven't heard of Tai Lopez, okay, if you know him, then this will be easier. But if you don't know him, let's talk about Tai Lopez real fast. Here in my garage, okay? If you have ever seen this ad right here, this is one of the most viral video ads that has ever been, right? I don't know if this is a parody. They made a lot of parodies of it. But if you've seen this ad before, or if you haven't seen this ad before, basically the idea is, let me just show you the first.
Here in my garage, just bought Hollywood Hills.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, this is a parody. But basically he says, let's get the real one. Original. Here it is. Look at this, 69 million views. And let's not even begin to talk about the numbers he got. But look.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold 2,000 new books that
Okay. Do you see what he did there? Do you see what he did there? Okay. On YouTube. Do you think people are on YouTube because they want to read books? I'll skip the work for you. At the end, he offers you to join his book club, right, and get his 67 knowledge, right? Do you think the majority of people on YouTube, like, let's go on the trending, right? So it's not my subscription stuff. Most of these people on YouTube, look at these popular videos. These people are not on YouTube. They're not on YouTube for any of that stuff. They're on YouTube for one reason only. They're on YouTube to get entertained. They're on YouTube to get entertained. Okay? This is why Tai Lopez is one of the top marketers. Okay? They're on YouTube to get entertained. This is why they're here. And what you want to do is let's erase this. Oh my god. Should have learned how to use this tool, before I got on it. But let me see. Oh great. This is terrible. Okay, well, they're on YouTube to get entertained. And what you want to do is basically teach them. For a lack of better words, basically what you want to do is to teach them your service, right? This is what you want them to do. See, Tai Lopez is the best at this because what he did is he took the reason that they are on YouTube to get entertained and use that as the leading hook. Okay, the leading hook here was the Lamborghini. Hey, that's cool. He has a Lamborghini. Look at this guy. He looks like a regular dude. Here in my garage with my Lamborghini, right? What? He has a Lamborghini? Okay, let me look at this. This is before everyone knew about this ad. Oh, what? Let me look at this. But then he says,
knowledge.
But he says, you know what's more interesting?
But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge.
Knowledge.
In fact,
books. He says, you know what I like even more than this thing right here that you are mouth-watering from. This Lamborghini makes your mouth water, right? For people that like Lamborghinis, this Lamborghini makes your mouth water. But you know what I like even more than what's making your mouth water is knowledge, right? It's this thing that I really care about. This is what's even better than Lamborghinis. And so if your mouth is watering here, oh my God, he has a Lamborghini. Oh my God, this is why people use like travel vacation videos, right? And with a view in the back. You know what I like even more than this thing your mouth is watering about is knowledge. And basically, he goes on to talk about how these books actually got him the Lamborghini. And instead, it's not like the conversation is going this way. He actually flips the conversation to say, this thing right here is the only reason that I have that thing you're mouth watering for. I'm going to say that again. The reason that I even have this thing that your mouth is watering for is because of my service. And that's how you connect a basically boring topic like books and connect it to something exciting and get a bunch of people to look at it. So if we look at your example, basically saving money, right? Here's you saving money. And then basically people, okay, we're on Facebook, right? We're on Facebook. You want people to save money, but they're on Facebook to get entertained, right? They're on Facebook to get entertained, but you want people to save money. That all of your posts are about saving money. They're not about getting entertained. So how is anyone on Facebook going to basically be interested in your post? It's hard, right? So what you want to do is find a way, find the mouth watering results you've gotten from saving money, how your life changed after saving money. And you can't just talk about it, you have to see it. That's why you have to do a video. That's why you have to do videos and post more pictures and make content, is because they have to connect the thing that they really want to get entertained. Oh, how much more entertaining would it be if you could go travel? Well, didn't you know? And look, this is a video of me traveling, right? This is me traveling, and I'm traveling and I can do these cool things. But this is a video of, this is a different, before, look how stressed I was when I had no money. And now look how not stressed I am. Look how awesome that is. Make their mouth water, right? And then be like, you know how I got here? I got to travel because I found money that I already had by saving money. I found out how to save money and I realized I actually could afford this thing. And you took the mouth-watering result and connected it to your, I'm sorry, but boring topic, because not everyone wants to, not everyone thinks about saving money all the time. So you connect the thing that they're mouth-watering for with what you want. You can't just go straight to here. That won't work. You have to go here, here, and then you will get people. So I hope that helps you out. I really hope that helps you out, because that was something that I really noticed, but I wanted to articulate it in a way that wouldn't be offensive, and I hope it makes sense too. So that's basically it for the main portion of the training. Um, that's basically it for the main portion of the training. Very fast, just because I'm doing it for the group. I want to scan through all the other group members just real fast. I have Kurt right here, because everyone, if you haven't met Kurt yet and you are watching this video, I want you guys to look for Kurt Mackey, in the group chat, and say hi. That is my executive director. He is my long-term good friend and business partner, and he helps me out with a lot of things behind the scenes. And this is one of my best friends as well as top business partners. So go ahead and just say hi to him if you guys have the time. And let's go through the group really quickly. Go through the group really quickly and just take a quick look at our members. So there's me right there. The reason you see me twice is because one of this is actually my Facebook page. So if you guys want to, shoot a like on my Facebook page, that would be awesome. I'm going to build that later. But for now, here's my regular personal page, and then here's my Facebook page. But Rio, I hope you got some value out of our training today. I really hope that here in my garage example helps you out. Please message me if you need more help. Christian Joyner, it's awesome to see you here. Congratulations on your new position. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I'm so happy for you, man. It's crazy watching you go from where you've been to, where we were, when we met, and going to where you are now. So huge congratulations to you. Hector Lewis, welcome to the group. That was a funny conversation that we had. As I could instantly tell that you're a real cool dude. So I had to get you in my group. Thank you for joining. Jeremy, I hope you got some really good value from our training today. And then Kurt, you guys, please say hi to Kurt, and we'll keep growing the group. So thank you guys for watching this live training. At the very end, we're going to spend the last, let's see, how long is this? 118. I'm just going to spend the last 10 minutes basically talking really fast about these things right here. And since this video has already gone on for very long, this video at the end, we're just going to make this upcoming live training number 2. Okay. It's going to be a systems training. Okay. So what we're going to do for our next live training is I'll talk to you guys about a little bit more about systems thinking, ADA, and funnels, how to get people to view, get interest into your funnels, and eventually take an action. And I'll make you guys I'll make you a funnel example for ecom. Actually, for this right here, Jeremy, I'll send you the diagram. And actually right here, Rio, I'll also send you the diagram. Probably won't cover that next time, but I'll give the little funnel example in the video next time, but I'll make sure you guys get it first because it was with you guys in mind. Okay. And then also next time, we're going to go ahead and cover how to set up your Facebook Business Manager properly. with your Facebook pixel on your website. And basically what that means is as you're running ads and stuff, you want to make sure that you're tracking that you are gathering data from all of the people viewing your site and everything, because if you're not gathering data from people viewing your site, you're completely blind. You don't know what's going on, and there's no way that you'll be able to run ads properly because you don't even know what's going on. You don't know how many people are viewing your site. You don't know who left. You don't know who did what. You don't know how much they cost. All these things because you're not tracking it with your Facebook pixel. So next time around, we're going to with your pixel. And future hype, I'm working on something where I write a book in one day. Just message me for that. That's crazy. That's something else. Basically, the idea is I'm just gonna outline some really I'm working on my website, and one of the things on my website that I'm gonna sell is books. So I have a project about writing a book in a day, so that's something I might record pretty soon, and then or talk about. And then also I want to do another live session of me building my whole personal branding site in one session. So that's going to be really awesome to talk about soon, one day. And thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Okay, be sure to share. Share the group with your friends that need help. Once again, thank you guys very much. I don't ask for anything. All I ask is a testimonial. If you like my work. Not right now. Not right now. When you get results from something we did together. Okay? When you get your sale, if you use my script or something, if you use a funnel that we talked about or something, and you get a sale, when you get results, all I ask is a testimonial. Okay? All I ask is a testimonial. Of course, why am I asking for a testimonial? Why? Of course, I'm going to be charging for my services in the very near future. You are in a unique position. You're in a unique position because I'm not gonna do free work forever. There is no way. Let me make this real clear for you guys. No way I'm gonna do free work forever. No way. But right now, I'm just building. I can't do it forever. It's just not sustainable. But right now, you are in a unique position. You're in a unique position because I'm going to be charging for my services in the very near future. I hope you guys got some value out of this, and share this group with your friends, and let's go ahead and help them out for free as well before I start charging. But of course, we're gonna get on with it, and thank you for watching. If you guys have any questions, anything like that, go ahead and just send me a message or write in the group. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.